When you watch old footage of Billy, you'll see him doing this move a lot. This was his favorite setup. So from the collar and wrist, he'd take a whizzer. But there's a couple technical points that he really liked to make about his whizzer that was different than what I had really seen before. So you may have seen this before or not, but this was something that he really drove home almost as much as pivoting and whatnot. So if we take a collar and a collar and wrist, Billy would want to whizzer this arm, okay? So what he'd always say is punch it. And when he said punch it, he also wanted you to not only punch and clear him, but he wanted your armpit on top of his shoulder. So he doesn't want you whizzering here or here. He wants it wrapped high here. And like keep the hand chest to chest, okay? So we're here. He would punch it and wrap, okay? Punch it and wrap. So here, punch and wrap, okay? And we'll get to it in a second, but this is important because if I'm in collar and elbow and I punch it and he starts to pull that shoulder back, now I have head and arm. The head pops out. I have double wrist lock. So do you see, this was an optionality move where he could chain these different submissions. If one didn't work out, he had a bunch of different things behind other doors. So we're here, I punch and I wrap high. Then what he would do is he would come up to him and he would punch him over. That's his take on the whizzer. And I'm not sure exactly what the takedown is called. I think it was that's called a hype. Hype. So hype is when the legs are on the outside, and a hank is when it's inside. So the hype is here, and I couldn't get this for the longest time. And the way he taught me is he said, "Sam, get behind Jake. Pretend you're gonna choke him." So somebody's gonna choke you. He said, "Keep your legs straight and just bow." Now do it and kick your leg. And that's it. So when you have the whizzer, he'll go over. When I have a wrist and a whizzer, here, whoosh, down. Okay? So that is a collar and wrist to a whizzer to a hype.